Okay, this is Darkness Sanctuary once again. This map is humongous. And in the bottom left corner, we have playing with the red Terran pieces, the real Quaid. In the top right corner, playing with the blue Terran pieces, we have Ender. This is going to be an epic TVT matchup. So, all good strategies come from the fact that you've experienced them. Meaning that when somebody does something to you that works very well and beats your ass, you say, hey, I like that. I'm going to try to do that. This map has a strategy to it. The way that I think Blizzard tried to combat the strategy is to make your spawning location random, 1, 2, or 3. So you have a 33% chance of guessing where your enemy is when you scout. Since it is so big, sending a SCV or a Reaper, if you're a Terran player, to find out, or God forbid, an Overlord to find out where, a slow Overlord, to find out where your opponent is, will take so long that you won't know what to build, you won't know what he's building, you won't know how to counter. So going back, what the strategy that worked on me was just to do a 2-tank 8-marine drop, which in the Silver League seems to work pretty good for messing people up. You don't need a lot, you just need a couple geysers early to get enough gas, and then don't supply block yourself in order to do it. The confidence level on this map is so high that most people just start building without scouting because they don't think that there's anything coming their way that early, because it does take so long to get your army across the map. The scouting really only works. Sorry, the 2-tank 8-marine drop really only works if you guess correctly where your opponent is, because say I happen to check the diagonal corner opposite myself with my Reaper, but had my opponent spawned to the top left, I may have gone to the bottom right, so I would have had to traverse the map in all these crazy patterns in order to get the information I need. And now that I know, or that I'll soon find out that he's up here, it makes I forgot that A moving Reapers makes them attack the supply depot, which is just great. I got lucky there. That was a pretty bad micro on my part. I gotta pay more attention. I was trying to snipe that SCV, but he got the Marines back up, and so I figured I'd just go throw a nade, be on my merry way. I think I make it out of here. I can't remember if I get killed or not. Yeah, he knew where I was coming from. Anyway, I knew that he had a 2 racks, the factory, and he expanded. So I was gonna be in pretty good shape to drop 2 tanks on him and 8 Marines on his ass. Because if you expand too quickly and you spend that 400 minerals on another base, you're not spending it on stuff. So it's pretty easy to tell, you know, if you can get in under the 5-minute mark, how much stuff you're gonna have. I'm not sure if I made the 5-minute mark or not. I was pretty slow because I was over there microing my Marine, and I'm not very good at microing and then also continuing to build. But I did know that having a reactor on the front of my base, I could crank out twice as many Marines as he could. Well, I guess he had a reactor now, but yeah. You can see he's switching over his reactor to his starport, ostensibly for medevac double medevacs. He has a decent amount of Marines in the front. I mean, he's got, what, 8, 12 Marines, 14 Marines. It's not too bad. If I were to run in with a group of Marines in the front, you know, probably be a pretty good gunfight. That was not my plan. So I actually passed the 5-minute mark, so I'm a little off here. So I should have had this out, and I should have I'm over there by 5 minutes. That was that's how you really get. And then gotta be good with your micro too. You can't sit here, you know, microing your drops and then reloading and then adding another Marine in. I gotta work on that. Did that the last game as well. Quite often people will send scouts out to the middle, so I kind of thought about that, and I thought maybe I should try to, you know, go around. Instead what I did is I sent my medevacs out and then I let them sit in the middle, because I just right-clicked them there and then started doing things back at the base, not really thinking about it, the timing. And I'm almost up to 6 minutes. This is dicey territory. 6 minutes on the drop. They're gonna have turrets up and tanks and shit. So you need to get your act together if you're gonna do this. See, he starts scouting now, so I'm glad I didn't go straight up to here. He would have seen it coming. Instead, I took this kind of weird path. I see the pros doing that quite often. They kind of anticipate the path that you would go normally, and then they try to go around it. You know, on a map this big, it's quite easy to do. Now that said, if that Marine had been walking by, you know, this particular part of the map at the time, he would have seen it, but you're not going to see anything coming right now. Just quick siege up, tab siege. Marines just fall apart to that kind of aggression. He didn't even pull his SUVs. It does have a tank out, so I thought, okay, we might be in for it right here. So he's about to pound on me with his tank. I gotta run. He gets 2 shots off, so I'm down to 6 Marines. I know I can outrange his tank though. And I got vision from the air, so I know I can bring my medevacs over and see. He needs to get another tank out as soon as possible. But I don't think he's going to be able to do that. So as soon as I can see up, he knows he's dead. He's going to be supply blocked pretty soon. No, it's not. It's 44. Anyway, that's a quick way to end a Darkness Sanctuary map. You got to be a little quicker with the drop than I was. I wasn't really paying attention to the clock when I did this, and it's important to pay attention to the clock. If you can get it there in 5 minutes, you're gonna win almost every time. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.